This could
feisty.
Yeah, now we can see whether son will eliminate father. If the father bets here, the son should raise.
Yeah.
I know my father so well.
Check.
They know each other well because they played together in home games.
Now
His
the
family
flush
always
draw is
plays.
added as well for Paul, so almost dead. Michael, he needs
It's a decent bet size.
Oh, he's raising. It's going upstairs. Oh, the bet was 3.5, right? And he makes it 9, I believe.
Yes.
What do we do now? Do we 4-bet our own father? Or do we just call? Goes with the call. So off to the river. And that's no help for Michael.
It does help him because otherwise he might blast off if Paul checks, which he does, but he's going to blast off anyway. Oh, wow.
The world champion is out.
Wow.
He's being eliminated by his own son.
Wow. So Paul Mizrachi making a name for himself here in Tallinn at Olympic Park Casino in the Hilton Tallinn Park at the No Filter Poker Series.
Father Slayer.
There has to be a biblical story about the son killing father.
Hey, goodbye.
Oh, we have some singing.
We have some. This is not our vote, but we get some free ones.
But I think there's not, unless something develops in the hand.
You can survive. So when you feel
Sorry, this is
like
amazing. I
hope
can't.
is gone, look inside you and be strong till you finally see the truth.
He's serenading me to call.
Look at this guy. Aces and back-to-back. He has the queens now.
But
casually making another 5K.
Maybe
This
he
one
could get
got-
paid this time.
Yeah, this Javad comes along with the king 10.
Oh,
Wow. Trouble for Jonas. Let's see this guy handle the aces now. How do we do? Just sit back and watch Scotty Nguyen.
It'd be funny if he just did what he was going to do before and rips it in, and then he's going to get called by Eunice. But he should be racing around 17,000, I'm guessing.
I think he's gonna
Maybe
go
even
bigger.
a little less. He is maybe just calling, actually. Did he
No,
just
it was
call?
more than one chip.
18.
Red.
What did I say?
You're in his head.
I'm with you, Scotty. You just don't know.
You're his brother from another mother. And now, interesting to get back to Jonas because he has just rebuilt his stack. He's been swerving around 60K and since we got into this TV table, and now he's up to 120.
I won't be surprised if he just calls because Scotty's been quiet. This
Yeah,
is the
he's
first
been
hand
really
we've seen him play.
Scotty's been really quiet.
But he did just joke with that pretend shove before, so...
And Jonas
will
doesn't
see.
know what we know, that Scotty open folded the ace queen earlier to erase, so...
In a vacuum, it's a
Oh,
4-bet.
he's shoving, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
trouble
this is
for
unfortunate
Jonas.
for Eunice, yeah.
Wow, baby. Here we go.
Mr. Helen in a world of hurt with his ladies.
Oh, of course, quick call from Scotty Nguyen, and he's in good shape with the aces versus queens, and they're pretty similar in stack as well. So this is
All over, baby.
Scotty with the aces, and
Will
it's
it be
all over.
all over
but he
for
can
Jonas?
re-enter. He can re-enter.
he can surely. I'm not
Okay.
sure he's fully covered either. They're pretty even in stacks.
It would only be all over for 5 minutes, but yeah.
That's no queen.
Ooh, a spade for the sweat.
Backdoor spades possible. Yes,
Jack of spades for the sweat.
that's a spade, right?
Wow, we have a sweat. We have a sweat.
Outs. Oh.
And the king pairing the board, the aces hold, and we have Eunice down to crumbs with just 2 big
Yeah,
blinds in
he's
his
still
stack.
surviving, but a few big blinds
Nice hand,
only.
baby. Yeah, you can, the dealer do it.
Well, we have some action here. We have an open by Rohan with the queen 8 suited from the hijack, a call by Paul with the 3s from the small blind, very standard. Eunice with just 4K is all in,
Finds
and we
the
have
jack.
a re-raise somewhere because he had 11.5. He had more chips in his stack. It wasn't just 6.
No, it's 11.5 that he's all in with. Yeah.
This is actually a really good spot for him. He's going to be back in the game because Rohan might be concerned that if he calls, that Paul's going to come over the top, but he should call.
Yeah, because he's opening it up. I mean, it's a full raise, so
And even if Rohan calls, you're basically just fading 6 outs.
Re-raise.
Less, 5 outs. and then some other combinations with that queen 8, or maybe like a wheel or something with the 3s. But in general, you're even blocking the flush, and so is Paul with 1 card. So there's only 7 cards possible for the flush. It's dreamy.
Okay, I call.
It would have been more dreamy if Paul just shipped it over the top, but you can't really be doing that with 3s unless it's...
So 3 ways then to the flop, and Jonas Helin of Finland is the one all in, risking his seat, and he has the jacks.
Oh, no.
There's the queen, crushing the queen, the jacks so far at least.
We do have a diamond backdoor, we have a Broadway backdoor,
I can't talk.
and the jacks. So Eunice at 11%.
If I'm singing about a song, that's okay.
So they're giving some talking rules, which might even apply to singing, which probably in theory it should. We're at the no filter event, and then maybe make some reasonable exceptions if it's not disturbing the other players.
So Jonas' latest 3 hands has been aces, queens, and jacks, and now it seems like the jacks are the one to taking him out of this tournament, at least for the first bullet.
Let's get a diamond. The 9 of diamonds for the true sweat,
Yeah.
or the king of diamonds is okay too. It
It's
is
a
a 9.
So that's the 5 of spades, though, to seal it for Jonas Helin, and he will be the next player out, and maybe most likely heading to the re-entry option. Now Igor is all in with the ace-9 off, and he will get called once he gets back to Paul if no one else does it before him, because no, it's the ace-jack, and it's only some 39k total. So Paul is going to call this one off, and he's in good shape. Ace-jack versus ace-9. Igor needing help now to stay in the tournament, at least with this first bullet.
2 diamonds on the flop.
You want 2 diamonds, okay? I'll give you... Da-da-da-da-da.
10 8 of diamonds, and then a blank.
You're asking for a lot, but let's see. There's an ace. Oh, dry board for Igor.
We're going to need a lot of help. It's only the 9 that can help him. We see the 9 of hearts is dead.
Yeah.
Or an 8 or a 2 now.
Some more outs, not happening. And tapping the table, despite having 3 of a kind. It's not enough versus the ace-jack. So nice new pick up for Paul Mizrachi.
Up
He's
to
up
300,000.
crossing 300k now, yeah. And Igor quickly makes his way to the re-entry corner in the back of the room. And then Scotty will have to call it off, and Johan will be in good shape. But let's see. At least he's not folding this one.
No, he may be calling,
There
but I
we
think
go
it's
with the
just going to be a
jab.
shove. Yeah, there we go.
And Scott is saying, well, maybe you have a 10-jack. I'll call you, baby. But it's not all over yet. He needs help to finish Johan Carlson. Scotty Nguyen behind with the ace-8. And Johan risking the seat.
Are there any sweat cards? There's no real sweat cards, so...
There's not much sweat cards here, no. It's just the ace or another 8 for Scotty. Oh,
no!
Wow. The last thing he'll do on this TV table right now is eliminating a player. Scotty Nguyen busting out Johan Carlson. Oh, look at this one.
This
all
is
in now. Kings versus... Oh, Munir is
Wow.
in trouble here. And queens. What a setup. Wow. And he ships it in. Kings are all in. This is biggest pot of the tournament, I'm pretty sure, so far.
This is carnage.
Oof. It would be kind of rigged if the founder, Munir, would find an ace here now and eliminate 2 people. Because this is it 500k plus in the pot?
It's got to be huge. It was 275 all in to start with, so...
Yeah, 400k.
Yeah.
And here we go then. No heart, no ace, but backdoor hearts only. That doesn't help Munir. He's trailing the kings by far. Oof, I thought it was an ace.
Oh.
But that's
He's done. Oh,
the
yeah.
queen gets there. So the kings get beaten.
What's a hand?
And that's the smallest stack, though, the queens. So Tommy with the kings will still get some money from Munir, and he'll be down under the starting stack now, Munir, from having a nice stack of 250k almost, now down to 95. And yeah, that's a setup. And Lynn calling with the 9s. And Jon Ander coming along from the small line, costing Munir only 4k. assuming he'd called with any 2, but I didn't see it happen.
This is why Lynn should be 3-betting with her 9s,
Yeah.
especially against Mikko. You say, well, a player opened early position, but we see Mikko playing, more hands than he's folding.
I said to Glenn when we was here just moments ago that we haven't had one flopped set yet, so might it be the 9s this time? Yeah.
Bingo!
Oh, I called it.
And we have some fireworks potentially here.
Aces and kings and okay.
If Mika had a better kicker, the fireworks would be nearly guaranteed, but with ace 5. But I think based on the stack sizes, Lynn has to bet here. She has to assume that the under the gun range has a lot of heavy aces and kings in there that would call a bet. And there's hands that can catch up if you just are too lax about it, like Queen 10, Queen Jack, 10 Jack even. Even though it's just a gutter, you want to make them pay the price to see the next card. And Lynn is agreeing with that. Let's try to get value from our set. If nobody else is going to bet, I will continue. And John actually has a decision to make here. I think he can fold, not because he's worried about Mikko having an ace, but just because, Lynn has played pretty tight, actually, so he should be concerned that Lynn has an ace. The 9s probably doesn't even come into his head, and very disciplined fold there. And from what we know about Mikko, he's not going to be folding here.
No.
But he is thinking. There's maybe some other facets to Mikko. Maybe he's a really strong post-flop read. But it would be just too hard to fold to a single bet. And so far, I'm getting a little bit of value. Let's see if she can get the max. If that was a 5 instead of a 6, we'd be looking at max value right away.
We would have, but
I think Lynn will bet again. Because then she could get it in on the river. It doesn't have to be big. Could be 25, could be 30. She shouldn't go too much higher than that. Of course, there's a backdoor straight flush draw that would be a normal flush draw if her opponent had 2 spades, but she has 1 spade, so, half pot is about right. And that's what she goes with.
yeah.
And Mikko, this isn't easy. We see he should fold, but it really isn't. You saw Lynn playing tight when she had a good hand, so maybe he could be thinking, you know what, Lynn is careful when she has hands, but trying to steal away. My aces may be good. And Mikko making the call. And there's no card in the deck that'll help him, but that 5 is certainly going to hurt him because he's going to lose the rest of that 26,000.
Saying goodbye to Mikko from this bullet at least, because he will not be folding when Lynn shortly puts him all in. And with the 2 pairs of aces and 5s for Mikko, it's just going to be all over, baby. Here we go with the shove. And expecting a quick call now, and the bad news are delivered to Mikko. He has to leave the feature table and maybe go to the re-entry section or to the bar. Oh, well.
I'm happier actually commentating than playing, believe it or not. And I do love playing. But I can play whenever I want, How often can you commentate?
Yes.
But you can't play in a game like this whenever you want. This is actually
True.
very special.
Very special.
But you're able to take in the specialness more
Next one, please.
with our viewpoint than when you are actually playing, because you're so focused on what's happening at the table.
Yeah. Call from Jukka. So down between the blinds then. Will Lynn do anything? Yes. Seems like she's raising the Queen 10, not giving Jukka the free board.
That's smart. It's a small raise. She's just pot building in case she hits. There's many different strategies here. She might realize that Yuka might be calling more often than some other players too, and she's just really doing it to get a call, to play a pot in position. And if she hits, she has now a better chance to get her stack in. And she hits, but she doesn't. I mean, it's just because her opponent doesn't have any hearts. But you
Yeah.
have the middle pair. But Yuka actually with the straight, I didn't even notice that in the beginning.
Yes.
So
So
this is a
might
little
be
bit of a cooler for Lynn.
troublesome.
She's going to have to not get away right away. A very smart check back there. A lot of people are betting there. A pretty strong blind versus blind hand for both players.
Now she'll have to call, though, with the queen and the open ender. So
Yeah, it's really hard. The only thing that she can get away is the fact that, if this was another heart, she's, out the door. But she wants to see her opponent stack as well. So she may be thinking of doing something very dangerous.
Yeah.
Or she may be just seeing if she has implied odds to draw to an ace or a 9. The 9 would be for a chop, but both hand cards would actually give her a chop. So it's not even that she's playing for the pot at this stage, unless a heart comes and she's able to blast him off. But she is saved by this ace of spades on the
this
river.
One. Wow.
And Yuka checks with the Broadway. Neither player with the nuts, thanks to 3 hearts coming on the flop, and Lynn opting not to blast away. It would have been interesting to see what either player would have done if the other jammed the lot.
Yeah, but surprised to see you check behind there, right? I mean, she gets there and can't be afraid of flush in this situation.
And the grinder with just 11 big blinds. This is his spot. It's very borderline.
And remember, he is the button here because the button is sitting out.
Then
so
it's pretty easy shove, I think.
I wouldn't call it easy, but
He doesn't shove, though. It's just a raise.
yeah.
This is interesting. 11 big blind open.
The question here just becomes, does he think it looks stronger? And I think he
It's good
does.
he did
but
not shove. Look at this.
wow,
John just calling as well. This could spell trouble. He could
very
be
good play from John here.
trapping one of the best players in the world, who many consider right now to be the top of the top.
John realizing that if Mizrachi has one of those top hands that he's representing with that open, then he's probably going to get the lot anyway. So he wants to keep in those very weak hands.
Good check back by Mizrachi there.
Yeah, that board doesn't favor him, and furthermore, he's caught a piece, a very weak piece. So
Ooh. It's going to be trouble now. If John checks again, Mizrachi is definitely going to bet here.
I agree with that. Very likely bet coming. However, I don't see John checking here twice. After check back from Mizrachi and with the ranges in play, I think this favors John well, and he knows that.
Because Mizrachi has to bet on a 10 there.
Yeah.
So shouldn't be too concerned.
Never mind, his actual hand is very strong. Just the perception
This
is what
could
you
be
can
it
bet
for
about
Michael,
here.
depending on the river.
If it's a blank river, a very low card, that's not blank.
That's going to be a check, and now is Mizrachi going to try to steal it away? Or is John just going to say, you don't have much left, if you got it, you got it, I'm just going to shove? But that would be hard to get value anymore from your aces. Not too many weaker hands are just going to call here.
I'd rather check call than shove here myself. I think the hand is too
keep
strong.
the bluffs in.
Exactly, too strong to turn into a bluff.
And Mizrachi should have all the bluffs. He needs chips.
Yeah, so I do think we're going to see a check from John. However, what does Mizrachi do?
He may check it back for value, but we see John betting, so...
This is a block bet. He bets virtually the minimum, just over 1.25 blinds.
Mizrachi may feel that he needs to call here, but I think
And
if
he
it
does.
was bigger, we would have had a bigger decision to be made. I think he would have folded, but
I really like that play from John there. Towards the end, it's
especially since he's shown some aggression earlier, so now it looks like he's got nothing.
it's another very advanced concept, but one, of course, that you have to know.
John has a standard opening spot here, but he also has 3 short stacks ahead of him. If you're wondering why he's pausing, Monier, Jesper, and Tommy are all under a starting stack. So he was possibly thinking about doing something other than a standard sizing, and Mizrachi is short too, so we have all sorts of shorties now. Michael has to just get it in, and he's going to be pleased that he's ahead, but very often this is a chop pot. John's going to be left to call, but for just 25K more, he can't fold anymore. And even if he shoved there, Mike is still calling with ace-8. Now the grinder for his tournament life, or to get back into things a little bit, he's still going to need more love. He was down to 33K, so he'll be up to around 78K if his ace-8 can hold. But, oh no, what a
5 and spades, but there's an 8, so he's still in the lead.
What a flop.
That's a good
That's
card
a good
for
turn.
him. Need to avoid the spades
Or
and the
5.
5.
And does fade a dangerous flop. So Michael up to 94,000, not the 70-something I said, and John down to 388, which is still a very healthy stack.
Yeah, we saw him survive from not many blinds in the World Series main event this summer.
That's
so
right.
can he make it once more? The comeback kid. And,
Deja vu.
yeah.
And Tommy, who just jammed, now has more chips. He doesn't have to jam a 12 big blind stack. He may choose to because he's under the gun. If he does get 3-bet, he's going to get it in on a 12 big blind stack, though. But that's just min raise here. I like this. And let's see if Michael will respect the min raise from under the gun or not. He indeed respects it. He would have liked to have seen a fold when he looked at those 4s so he could shove or open, but on the other hand, you never know what's to come, so at least he gets to live to see another hand at a minimum. And Monir with the decision to make. He does have 2 live cards if he opts to get it in. I believe it should be a fold here, but maybe Monir
Something like that.
feels differently. It just looks super strong by Tommy when he's opening from under the gun. I don't think he's open folding very much from under the gun. And Jesper quickly folding his bare ace maybe would have been in a spot of bother, so perhaps saving some time. But Bonnier with the jam, and we have a call with ace-queen by Tommy. So Monir at risk, needs some clubs, needs a jack or a king, maybe not both because then that opens up some more outs for the ace-queen. But let's see what is to come.
We should have had the DJ here. We missed the DJ.
And no clubs, so it's only a jack or a king on the 10-7-5 rainbow flop. 8 of spades on the turn keeps it the same, although a 9 will do the same. So a 9 for the straight, but it is a 6. The ace-queen holding, and Monir, the founder of the No Filter Poker Series, is on the rail officially. He will not be crowned the first Legends champion, but it was a nice run by him.
TV table material for sure, Mr. Mizrachi, but he's on the shorter stack and now risking his seat in the tournament with the flush draw only.
This is so strange,
Whoa.
but Lynn has nothing either. She just has the open ender.
She clicked, right? And uh-oh.
And now
Trouble.
she's thinking, am I drawing dead? But she's actually ahead in this
Wow,
really
this is
strange
weird,
hand.
right? How much more is it for her?
She can never think she's
55K.
ahead here.
No.
But she's already kind of, written the script. But now she must think, maybe I'm even drawing dead. Maybe I just have 8 outs. And if Michael can get away with this one, you can see the grinder really grinding away. Oh my God. Wow.
He doesn't show. Being polite, not showing.
It would have been hard.
Can we rabbit hunt this one?
It would have been hard for Lynn to win this hand anyway, because I think Michael, whether he's hitting or not, is getting it in on that river.
But I got to do a charity event in Miami, then go back to Panama, then go back to Vegas. Doesn't stop. Then I go back to Bahamas.
And I read an article just a few weeks ago that you've been living in a suitcase since you won, and it's not stopping.
I basically go home to do my laundry.
Yeah, you do that still, though. You still have time. Yeah, all right. But we have to also just touch on that you played with your son. He's just turned 21, right?
Turned 21. He busted me and started laughing. And they're singing to me, cha-na-na-na. Hey,
how's he
goodbye.
enjoying life in Estonia and the casino world?
Yeah.
Has he been to casinos before? I mean, it's not legal age in 21 in the US, right?
Well, down in South Florida, you can play 18 and play, but you can't play in the casino.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean...
But now we can have a good time together. We do everything together now.
Yeah. And he was even telling, like, yesterday there was some partying going on, and he said, I'm the father figure now. He has to keep track of you.
Yeah.
All right, so now the Queen 4. This is it, unfortunately, then, for Michael Mizrachi.
That wasn't that bad. Once he folds the sixes, it wasn't too bad.
All right, so Krister here is all in with the ace-6. Oh, he's lost all of his chips.
Yeah,
almost,
he re-raced
Krister as
all
well.
in.
Okay. So he was the chip leader in the previous break, actually, Larson.
Was he really?
Yeah, with 700 something.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I know he's a guy. He's a cash game player, so I know he plays a lot of hands. So probably he's V-pipping a lot, I guess. So, but no, and sixes. Okay,
He folds the sixes, but now it's not that bad for me. It's like it's a pretty good spot for me.
So there are sixes are gone for Larson, but I guess he will find a way then to keep ahead, stay ahead. All right, so what we are about to watch is the final exit hand in the Legends of the Game tournament for Michael Mizrachi with himself in the booth, and this is how it went down. Ace high still good.
Yeah. Ace high is good.
And no help, so queen or 4, and it's not happening. All right, so, well, now you've seen yourself live on TV as well, almost live, busting a tournament. And will it be? Have you any plans to play anything else before you leave?
I'm gonna play the 5K tomorrow, and then play the main event. So
cool.
Hopefully, get one big score.
Yeah,
something to come home with.
Yeah, no filter
this trip has
trophy.
been nothing but expensive.
Yeah, you'd have to push Munir for a special trophy, maybe.
Yeah, I got and I got my son with me, so hopefully he scores. Maybe maybe he'll pay for everything.
Yeah, well, exactly. Johan Carlson definitely not opening under the gun.
I hope so. You know him better, though.
Yeah, no, he's not a lunatic. He's a good player, and he won the main event for Kings of Tallinn.
I met
5-6 years ago.
I was there at Kings of Tallinn in February.
Okay. Yeah, this year. Yeah.
Yeah, and I met him there, and also his girlfriend
Johanna. Yeah.
Johanna, genau.
And John now with a big hand, and he has only 12 bigs-ish.
Ladies. Oh, and we're gonna have a setup here.
It's blood again.
This is gonna get all in, both. And we left another player on the outer table.
Yeah, we did, down to 21. And the aim, we should say, is to play down to the money, which is 13 spots paid. And I think we're going to get there because they've set a line on 1:30 local time to, if they're not reached the bubble by then, they will halt the play until tomorrow and come back and play the bubble tomorrow. But I think we will actually be down to the bubble within, because now we're on a 30-minute delay, so it's almost 2 hours until that timeline is coming.
Jan did a quite big open race.
You did? Yeah.
Yes, he did.
3.5
Yeah,
bigs.
3.5.
But of course, we have to go with the ace king. And I think he made it 75, so just min racing, more or less. And Krista looks interested. Oh, okay. Wow.
I hope Felix doesn't have a hand.
Exactly. No? He's quickly folding, and this is good news for Jan, then, of course. Ace kings twice versus his queens.
Yes.
So he'll be happy that they're blocking each other.
Quick call here. So freeway all in.
He's slow rolling. Just one queen. The other guys are thinking, yes, ace queen. No, he has two. So,
yeah, that's quite good for Jan.
Yeah, he's in good shape here. But of course, there are some aces and kings still left in the deck.
Yeah, everything can happen.
I don't think we saw anyone folding an ace or a king either.
No.
Let's see. If the queens,
exciting.
So the short stack is with the queens, so he's the only one risking his seat in the tournament. Jan needs the queens to hold up, or he will be our 21st place finisher. And here we go. Oof! Window card. Wow.
What is this?
And no backdoor spades for anyone. Oh wow. Just
2 outer, but now, wow.
Now we don't want to see that king again, 2 kings.
Oh, wow. Give him a king.
Oh, no. Wow, unfortunate
How can this
for
happen?
Jan.
This is unfortunate.
Yeah,
I was
so-
sweating for Jan.
Christer Larsson and Tommy will split the pot and eliminate John together then in 21st place.
And meanwhile, Christer Larsson making a move.
Wow.
Wow.
He
This is
was
going to
doing
work.
strange things before.
No,
so
he
20 big
he's a
blinds.
cash game player.
Yeah, I've heard so. And he was doing some crazy stuff with 6 deuce offsuit and stuff. Like,
He's playing the player a lot more than you'll see other people. Cash game players will typically do that. And I can say that John is one of the many strong players here from Spain. And Felix
Felix has a hat.
fake husband
I
with
like
the
that.
Cowboys. They should give him the cowboy hat after this hand because there's 2 of them floating around. But only if
don't
he gets to
mind.
show it.
Green chicken play.
Do you have a sweat of fake husband? Do you get a piece?
say again.
Do you have like a sweat? Meaning, do you have like 5-10% of fake husband?
Oh no, I don't have percentage on him, but he
You need
has
to
on me.
negotiate this.
He has on me.
You see, happy wife, happy life. Any score that's 4 figures or higher, she gets 25% right off the top before anything else happens.
I'm total fine
And
with
then I'm
being
still
here.
like helping. Yeah.
This is my happy life,
Okay.
to be in this kind of nice spots, enjoying myself with a red wine. Jeez.
Esticata. Or what's it? Prost.
Prost.
Kirby
We're
sucks
drinking.
for those of you locally here in Estonia. Keep us for the finish and Skål for the Swedish Norwegians that are watching.
Oh, I've just
Interesting
seen.
flop here.
Yeah.
A flush draw for John with Jan with the easy defend with the ace-5 suited. I mean, it's not that easy. He could have 3-bet actually with the ace-5 suited, but opting
Yeah,
to
I would
defend.
I would
You would have liked to seen it, but
I would have liked this more to see a free bet with ace-5.
I feel like that's so 2023 at this point that the solver says that ace-5 is a good 3-4 bet candidate.
Yeah. Everyone knows that.
It is, but not in every spot, and not necessarily 6 away from the money when you have the stack preservation in mind, and with a hand that can flop okay, and that you could potentially play cautiously. Like
Also
now
true.
he can opt to raise over, which he would if it was about 2 hours ago maybe. But I think the call is the conservative play.
No, he's doing a race.
Yeah, this I don't agree with, even though I know he's a better player than me, only because he's losing out on so much equity if his opponent has a hand when he's drawing to a flush. So
Yeah,
now, what
I
are you
would-
gaining out of this? I would even prefer to see a shove than this min raise, because
Yeah.
now if Felix comes over the top, what's John going to do? You know, you have so much ICM pressure. I know
I
ICM is
totally
usually after
agree.
the money, but the min cash is double the buy-in.
He called. I'm really sweating for him right now. You
Yeah, I
can
know you want
imagine.
Normally you're rooting for the short stack. What's going on?
No, not in this case.
No?
No. Better.
Better, but worse.
Yeah.
Because now if John shoves, actually, fake husband Felix is going to be really thinking about it. It's not like an easy call there. I mean, he shouldn't necessarily be shoving, but if it's like a big bet, a shove is not so bad. It's only a slight over bet. And you're not really putting your opponent on a... Well, he has some 10s that he's calling back
Yeah.
with, actually. You can't put your opponent on a 10. So let's see how he approaches it. That's the
I
beauty
would
of
say
blind poker. You
Felix
can sit
has
here and
more
think.
tens in his range than John.
If it's a $35 online tournament, basically I already got it in on the flop. And would be, what did I just do when I saw Cowboys turned over by fake husband, which is probably his online screen name.
It's not.
It could be his next one. Suggestion.
He has a quite nice name, I think. His name is Mephisto.
Can you share it?
Mephisto.
Ah,
from
yeah.
Faust. You know that?
I think I played with him then before. I have to look. I'll let you know tomorrow. No, I can't. The gaming computer's at home. I don't play on the work computer. just emergency situation, but it has none of the old
Keep it
statistics.
strict, separate it. Well, this is gonna bring him in a tough spot also. It's a nice small bet here.
It's sort of a blocking bet, actually,
I think so, but
but it's also
Still, it brings him in a tough
heavy
situation.
value. I think he just calls. There's no point in doing anything else. You don't really want to fold here, and you don't want to raise here because if by raising, he did raise, I think, but by raising,
I guess so too.
what happens is the only hand that you're really getting out that you want to get out, it's the exact hand that your opponent has. But you're also getting out all those other ace-X's. Because otherwise the ace-X might think he's good at this spot, check the river, and have to call a river bet. It's thinking too far ahead, I know.
I have no idea what they have in their minds because
I'm very
I need
curious.
to hear this hand afterwards.
You'll have to let me know, even if I can't share it on the stream, because I'm very curious, actually.
Yeah.
And I believe it's a good raise if Felix is making it, but it could also be like, I just wanted to get this hand over with. I have stack. I also want to balance my range. It could be a range balancing thing when people look back at the stream. Okay, he had kings here. But I don't think it's any of that. I think it's something else I'm not thinking of. And we have Glenn Brown.
Taking a picture of us. Or maybe he did a selfie and didn't
Show the selfie.
trapped us.
And I think, this is the trap that John got himself into. By raising the turn, he bloated the pot too much to allow this sizing, and there's really no reason for him to call. It's not that he needs to even give Felix, power, here. He's chopping kind of at best. Otherwise, he's leveling himself too hard.
Yes.
Because I don't
He's
see
holding enough
Felix
flush draw.
bullying in this way. He would have figured out another way to do it. Not when you're check raised on the flop.
This is actually a weird situation,
And
don't
then
you
a
think?
lead out on the turn was small. It's such a weird
From
spot.
both of them, actually.
But now I kind of understand Jan's pain.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be like, what did I get myself into?
Yes. He feels the trouble, I would say.
And if you were going to raise the flop, it had to be, I'm just committed at this stage. And, he's so much better of a player than me that there has to be
Both
that,
of them
that
are.
he has to
I'd
be.
say so.
He has to be thinking 3 levels ahead of me. So I'm thinking maybe too simplistically, but, it just put him in that spot.
So Tommy again with a hand, King Jack suited.
It's in the hijack.
And
It's
we
a thinking spot.
And we got new blinds. Blinds up 10k, 20k, so makes him
It's a 13
Fifth,
big blind
yeah.
spot. You're 5 away from the money. I think shove or fold were your only 2 options. But we have seen players a little bit where we are now, just raise off that stack, and I would have maybe agreed with that at that stage. But I do like the shove here. Even though we have fake husband, maybe take him out.
I was about saying it. He looks like he has a hand. I need to talk to him afterwards.
You have a hand.
Felix, I can see it. You have a hand. And we have Johan with also a hand.
But it's okay now. Everybody's capped with their action. He can show his emotions, actually, because there's nobody else has anything they can possibly do at the table. He's in the big blind to complete it.
No,
It's
he's
a-
in the small blind.
Johan is in the
Johan
big blind.
is, yeah.
So Johan can
So
show
tough
his
spot.
emotions.
Yeah, obviously he
It's
can.
a really tough spot.
for him.
I mean, when you have 2 all-ins in front of you,
I would.
it's unfortunately a
Like
fold,
the
but
fold, yeah.
but he's going to kick himself. Or be very happy if a king, jack, or 9 come.
Yes.
Or a bunch of hearts, or a 5, 6, 7, 8. Without the 9.
Oh wow.
Wow, showing heart of gold there. And we have a 3-way all-in with Johan at risk and Tommy at risk. But
Well,
Johan's
I
in good
cross my
shape to at least win a
fingers.
side pot.
I cross my fingers for the nines, obviously, but they're at risk.
Well, we want to see Johanna come, so aren't you rooting for the tens? We're not going to go that far. You don't want to see her that bad? Now it all comes out, but let's see what happens here. A little drama, a little suspense. 2 players at risk, not just one. 6 away from less, 5 away from the money, and it's a king-jack.
King.
So Tommy feeling a little bit better. Has to fade a 10 or a 9, and that's it at this point.
No one has an ace.
So Johan praying for a 10, or at least not a 9.
Okay.
So everybody stays alive here because Johan doubles through fake husband. And Tommy triples up through Johan and Felix.
Some bit of a stack.
Easy shove here by 2020 Kings of Tallinn champion Johan Carlson. 8 big blinds, big slick on the button.
Yes, there is the move.
Miko
He's
will
getting
get
out of the way.
Yeah. Although we saw Miko just defend with 8-7 to a 3x. And, oh, wow. So
Snap
Johan at
call.
risk here.
And they laughing at each other.
And Tommy, who was down to 4 big blinds before, is just roller coasting after that.
Yes, he was really
Crazy.
But one time
like
for
running
Johanna.
hot. Yeah.
I was rooting for Tommy earlier, but now we're rooting. Oh, no. We need a 10. Otherwise, Tommy with top set is looking very strong, and we'll be down to 17 players unless a 10 comes.
We need a 10.
It's an ace, but that does nobody any good.
Nah, still just a 10.
It's a little bit too late
4
for that.
outs for Johan.
Oh my God!
There is the 10.
Wow. Sorry for screaming into the microphone.
Sorry.
I got excited there.
We both just got excited. Oh my God.
I'm so excited. So up to 315, and we have Tommy here at 605. So still healthy.
Lucky. Also,
Well, it was a
That
coin
was
flip when they got it in. Just lucky on the run out. Yeah, you
later
want a
on.
shove here. Actually, it's a
blind bubble.
all 3 things are possible. It's a slightly
Wow. Yeah. I
it's
don't
a slightly plus GV chip EV
Ooh.
shove only because of the button, but because bubble, but soft bubble. But at the same time, that makes it also a hugely minus ICM
no.
move.
know. Oh, whoa.
In a blind versus blind situation, you have to call, and it's
Yeah, Johan is at bad shape.
it's
and
horrible timing for him.
They were like, oh, yeah. I cross my fingers again. We're crossing our fingers
At
for
least
Johan.
one club on the flop. We
Yeah,
want to not
please.
go without
Also,
a
we
sweat on
want
the
a
turn.
sweat.
Ooh, a 3. That's a sweat. There's no club but the 3. There's 2 outs that can save him.
Always
And
out.
Always outs. There's still those 2 outs.
Still alive. 2 outs.
So we've lost our
Oh,
2020
no.
Kings of Tallinn main event champ, but quite the gentleman he is. He's going around shaking everybody's hand.
This is sad.
He understands cards are cards.
If you're just joining for any reason, if you just woke up or got home from the pub maybe and joining us, we have been following these guys all through the day. We had 101 runners. Big names, of course, in the field, such as Scotty Nguyen, Michael Mizrachi, Juha Helppi, and many others. But all of those bigger names, the biggest names, we should say, are eliminated. But surely we have big names still in. And this, Sarah, is one of them, right? Felix?
For me, he's
Yes,
biggest.
exactly. He's the star of the show for you. And he's sitting with a 590K right now. So some 25 big blinds. And
Yeah.
he's
I was.
folding.
Yeah.
Now, so I've been out of the booth for a while, but remember
Yeah.
last time I was here an hour ago, this guy was playing any hand.
He
Has
was
been-
doing some weird stuff.
And now it's a
again.
legitimate all-in though. Oh, and look at this for Guillermo. Bad news, maybe, because the blinds are coming up, and of course, Christer has pushed in an early position with ace-queen suited, and over to Guillermo in
Yes,
the bottom
20
position.
bigs.
This is tough, right? I mean, the right choice is, of course, to go with this one. And, of course, he knows that Christer is
That's what I just
opening
thought.
pretty light.
It's his best hand Christer has here.
This isn't good.
So,
You should know better.
yeah.
Giving him the lecture as well.
Just let him talk now.
Good banter on the table. Let's see if the ace-queen can hold up. important spot for both players, of course. That's the dry board, just the backdoor diamonds, but no spades for Guillermo,
No,
so
how?
fewer outs. Oh, that's the queen,
There's the
so
queen.
down to the 2 kings. We can see the 2 are already folded.
We
And
had
that's-
something before, but not now. No,
No.
not now.
Not now,
It's not
so-
happening again.
I think that was a full double up because he's covered by Guillermo, so Guillermo is still in, but just on now fumes with some 4 or 5 big blinds. And Krista Larsson is up to 640k.
Something to gamble with.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure he will not stop playing pots now.
I don't think so either.
Right.
So, Mikko,
Yeah.
what is he doing with the ace? Deuce
Oh, Igor.
suited.
And now we have, because we earlier today, if you were with us from the start, we had Igor Pihila Junior on the table, and now we have Senior, who's raised it up to 60k with the 8-6 suited from the bottom. Ooh. Wow. Action coming. Biggest stack on the table finds the aces. And of course, normally it will be easy fold for these guys, but of course they know that Pasi is able to do this, of course, 3-bet with a lot of hands since he's on the big stack, but of course tough for Igor to risk his entire existence. Oh, he's actually reaching for calling chips here. Wow, and Igor has
sure
also
if
been
this-
on a lot of our TV tables. And I can say,
Oh, really?
if there's
Is
an
he also-
unconventional player, that's Igor. So I would not be shocked when he does this, actually. He's calling with
Yeah.
the 8-6 on the button in position, but still, it's half of his stack almost
This
invested.
is insane.
But let's say this month, not much also, that Igor is not here to play for a min cash. He want to win, and he doesn't need the min cash. He's one of those players that can make 10 entries into a tournament like this. And look at the flop for him.
Whoa.
Might be, of course, he's still trailing, but he got the
has
gut shot
outs.
and the top pair.
7 outs.
And this is going in, of course. There's no way we're
Yeah,
seeing
there's too much in the
anything
pot.
else. Yeah. Here we have quick shove.
And a quick call.
He will see that he's behind, but he's still, as you can see, 42% equity, not in any way dead. So not the hand Pasi wanted to see, of course, but he's still ahead at least. Let's see now. Turn and river coming up. 8-6
This
of
is gonna be a
spades. Here we
huge
go.
pot.
The all in hand for Igor Pihila Senior. Up against the aces of Pasi, our chip leader at the moment. Will he extend that or will he double up? Igor.
Aces can lose.
Ooh. Nothing on the turn, so down to
Nothing
the
happens.
8s and 6s. And not
We
happening.
lost a player.
Unfortunately,
Lost
Igor
Igor.
Pihila Senior this time was only a couple of hands on the TV
Yeah.
table. We're focusing now on this table with Rope. Ace 4 under the gun. I don't think he'll be active with that one.
No.
Matthias, min racing again. Busy stacking the chips. And 9 deuce is his choice of raise. And he sits on 1.1 million, so nice
I
stack.
guess this no, did Matthias do something with 9 deuce?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm not sure even if he even looked at the hand because he was
My
busy
gosh.
playing with his chips. Maybe he just raised blind.
What?
And
Okay.
Chris has called with Queen 8, but no player hitting.
This is an interesting move.
Yeah. But these guys, they are cash game players. I mean, Matthias plays a lot of tournaments, but still, look at this guy. He's not falling for that trick. Is he
Is
check
Matthias
raising?
drinking something? As he was like, he's really confused with his chips.
Yeah, I think Matthias might have had a juice or two today.
He's like,
Yes.
see?
Yes. And check raise comes through for Chris there. Look at this. He's surely going to show this one. I'm sure. It's going to be...
They're entertaining though.
To me.
Well, no show.
Yeah, they have some beers next to each other.
Yeah. At least he looks at the cards. Queen 5 suited.
Yeah, he's grabbing
Yeah,
some
yeah.
chips.
Why not? Here we go again.
Here we go again.
That million might disappear quickly if it's gonna splash it every pot now. Nico, King Jack.
But
off.
also he can do some pressure on the bubble. I don't mind
Yeah,
this
of course.
game actually.
Yeah.
Like he has a big stack, putting pressure on these shorter stacks on the table. Well, not for,
Not for this guy. Wow. Putting on a show for us, Christer Larsen. Jack 3 suited.
This is so interesting. Like Jack 3 suited.
Yeah, these guys don't play the cards, right? They play each
Yeah.
other. So now it's...
It makes it interesting
I'm
to
not
watch.
going to be surprised when the 4-bet comes. I'm not.
Oh, I would love that. It would be so nice.
Trying to bluff the big Mattias Youngberg.
Yeah, they leveling each other into the hand.
Yeah.
Like
Now you can hear some singing in the background,
yeah,
right?
there's the singing.
Some Frank Sinatra for you.
This sounds nice, actually.
Yeah. I can tell you that it is the cowboy, Duncan, who is all in for his tournament life with aces versus ace-jack on a ace-jack of spades. And the board gives 2 spades. So they end up all in and call on the outer table.
Do you know what he's saying? He just said he's folding jacks. Sneaky. and
See now
and
then.
Larsen is saying, good fold. Showing him the jack. Same hand. I love this.